What's going on, everyone? It is Paul, the 920 Trader with 920 Trading and Trading Decoded. Today is Tuesday, March 19th, 2024, and this is how we traded SPY today. But before we get going on that, if you like our videos, please go ahead and give us a like and a subscribe. Don't forget to turn on your notifications. That way you'll be one of the first to be notified when we drop new content, which is just about every day and sometimes on the weekend. Also, don't forget to share and leave us a comment. We would greatly appreciate that. So today is pre-FOMC day. And as pre-FOMC day, essentially what that means is we've got big stuff coming out tomorrow. Now, in yesterday's video, I think I made mention of today being the day before FOMC. I might have even said, you know what, on the days before FOMC, we really don't expect too much, don't know if, the market's kind of indecisive about what's going, what's happening or what's going to happen, the following day. But what I did this morning before market open, I said, you know what, I want to actually see what we've done on previous pre-FOMC days. So I did. Over the previous 4 FOMC days, we've had $4 worth of movement the day before FOMC. Sometimes it's to the upside, sometimes it's to the downside. So I'm thinking, I talked to the group this morning. I said, folks, this could be a really, really big day. I mean, we don't know until we get into the trading day what's going to happen. But based on previous pre-FOMC days, this is what happened, and it's generally about $4. Whether that's from the top to the bottom to the top, it doesn't matter. So we went into the day without a specific bias, without thinking, you know what, we're not going to have moves today. If there's a day to take off, take the day off. That was kind of my thinking at the end of the day yesterday. Well, I don't know about moves. But as you will see, there were some really, really awesome moves today. So let's look at our zones before we get going too much further. So we're looking at pre-market high. So pre-market high is sitting, where is pre-market high? Well, let's look at pre-market low first. So 510.29. We've also got pre-market high right up here. So we got 513.47. This is also a 30-minute zone sitting right up here, folks. So 513. Now, we also have, this is an intraday 5-minute quad top right in here. Intraday 5-minute quad top. I think that's actually turned into an intraday 15-minute double bottom. I do believe I think it was a double bottom right in here. Anyway, the other lines on the chart, folks, these are all 30-minute lines unless they are labeled otherwise. Actually, this is a 5-minute intraday quad top, and this is your 15-minute intraday double bottom over here. This is a line right here, up here at 514.53. I'm giving this away before we start the video as to what the moves were today, but this was a 15-minute intraday double bottom right here up at 514.53. So you can already see, before we even get into the chart, hey, there's some movement. Let's get right out of the gate, folks. Right out of the gate. So I took this, it was a nice cross back to the downside. I kind of thought we'd be able to get down past this, but I took profit off at this level. It was the first cross down, confirmed through. So I was looking for a close below this level right over here. So 511.46 is where we kind of bounced around on that first kind of move down, first thing in the morning. Well, actually, the first couple of candles, we came up and touched this 512.16 or 512.18. And these lines, the majority of these lines, unless it's an intraday line like this right here, these are already set up in pre-market, folks. These are all 30-minute zones. And again, unless there's a label on it that says, well, this is an intraday, these are lines that were already here. Well, I actually put them on my chart this morning. So anyway, we rejected off this line, 512.18, back to the downside. I waited a little bit longer to get into this play than I probably should have, but nevertheless, took it to the downside. Small profit on this one, but I executed according to my trading plan. I wanted to make sure that we could get through VWAP and through this support right here, again at 511.46. Again, small trade back to the downside. Just kind of move my line around. And then back to the upside, what did we do? We took this a golden cross back to the upside, played it. This is another small win. It took a long time to get here. Volatility was actually starting to decrease. So this win right here was a very, very, very small win. But I closed it out when, we kind of had a hard time getting back up. I was looking for that 512.18. It never got there. And I said, you know what? I don't want to take this thing to the downside. So there it was. Now for the next while, folks, we just kind of bounced around. It looks like in real time, it looks like it wasn't doing a whole lot. But folks, look at what this thing is doing. Look at this play. I mean, absolutely beautiful. Actually, when we took out this 510, what is it, 511.10, right down here, look what it did, folks. The rest of the day. So it was base rally, base rally, base rally the entire day. I missed this play back to the upside. So I said, you know what? I'm going to take this off of support, kind of jump the trade just by a little bit. Took this back to the upside and closed it out at this line. Again, this is the pre-market and 30-minute zone right up in here. So I feel like I got a pretty good entry on this play. I jumped across by just a few minutes and then took it up to my known level. Now, here's where I really screwed up, folks. Here, you can see, you don't see a smiley face on this line. I was on the mic and I said, okay, here's what we got, folks. We have a double cross to the upside. So again, a double cross. We opened below the 9, we closed above the 20. And it was directly above a 5-minute quad top. So I said, guys, we're going to use this quad top, this 5-minute quad top, as though it is a major line because it is. So again, we had that double cross to the upside through a major level. Again, 513.20 quad top sitting right here. And guess who didn't take it? Me. Didn't take the trade. It was one of those. It was a kind of frustrating to not take it, to watch it take off without me, and then just call out the trade as it's happening live. But you know what? The bottom line is I missed the trade. I missed some trades in here. I just missed it. I just absolutely missed the trade. I mean, look at this. This is a $2, almost a $2 run, 513.30, all the way up to another 30-minute zone up in here. Probably would have closed the line when we breached the 9 back to the downside. But look at this. We didn't have a single candle that closed. This is the 1-minute chart, folks. We didn't have a single candle that closed underneath the 9 the entire run. We tested it just a couple of times. Again, this is on the 3-minute. I missed it. I hate missing these trades. But since I missed the entrance, I didn't want to chase after the trade. That's my thing. If I miss it, I am not going to chase it. I have a saying, I've said it before, and I want to really, really stress this. It is better to not be in a trade and wish you were than to be in a trade and wish you weren't. I wished I was in this trade, and I was thinking, I want to put on this trade. I want to put on this trade. But I am not willing to break my rules to get into a trade, even though it's taken off without me. If it takes off for the rest of the day, I don't have another opportunity to get back into this trade. Guess what? I am not taking the trade. I just can't. It goes against everything that I am as a trader and everything that I am as a human being to not be disciplined. Again, I hate the fact that I didn't take the trade right here. And that's a failing on my part, but nevertheless, I didn't take the trade. We live to fight another day. So we're getting up here, folks. So look what this is. Guys, this is $4 worth of movement from the bottom to the top. There's our $4 right there, folks. There is absolutely our $4. So I said to myself, and I know it was me because I can recognize my own voice. I said, I'm going to take this play again, right off this level of support in here, 514.53, and I'm going to take it up to that next level. It was a decent play up here. And at this point, it's getting, moderately late in the day, but not so late as to where there are no more plays left in the day, folks. But look at what it did. Look at what it did. It just ran and it ran, bouncing between zones. I missed this one. I think I was at lunch during this play right in here. I went to a late lunch today, so that's probably accurate. Came down again, kissed this level, and I said, you know what? I'm putting on this trade right here, double cross to the upside at 15.31. So 15.31. We got a little bit of time. This is that last play of the day. We're about 3 out of every 5 days. You get one of these really, really super nice plays to end the day. And I thought, you know what? Let's put on this trade. It was a really, really big win. I didn't want to wait through the old 350 candle. I didn't know. I kind of thought she might continue running up to the upside. But what I was looking for is this level, this 515.19 level. I'm going to pull up my 30-minute chart because you will see it very, very clearly on the 30-minute chart. So 515.19 right here, folks. This is a strong, strong, strong. Let me move this over so you can see it. This is a super, super strong supply zone, and this is left over from yesterday. So folks, it got to this area yesterday and then it rejected. So it rejected back to the downside yesterday. And you can look on today's chart where it every time we hit this level, folks, we hit this level here and here and here, and it kept on rejecting off this level. Now on this particular trade, look what it did. We got above that level, so we kissed it, thought about taking it off right here, but then I thought, you know what, let's see if we can get past. I was looking at a level, and let me pull up that 30-minute chart again to see if you can see it. Here it is. Okay. Very, very specifically, here is your level right in here. So it's actually 515.31. So at 515.31, right up in here where my pointer is, the volume became very, very, very thin. You can see this total lack of volume up in this area. Whenever you have areas like this, particularly on your higher time frames, when you have areas like this, you can expect that the price, if it's going in your favor, it can move up very, very quickly. That's why I decided to hold on to this trade a little bit longer, even though we were late in the day. We got a little bit of rejection, but we bounced off the 9 back to the upside and took it back up. At this point, I said, you know what? I took the big candle back to the upside for a really, really, really nice win. I don't know what the dollar amount, probably close to $1 in that move, which when you can get $1 move, folks, particularly late in the day, and particularly since SPX contracts are so inexpensive at the end of the day, you are opening yourself up for a big, 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 big play, and that I did back to the upside. But again, this is all part of the plan, folks. We had a 920 cross to the upside, and it was directly above a major level. So I missed my level over here. So let me show you. I missed my level right here, but I got my level right here, which again was a really, really nice play to the upside. Tried to take me out a couple candles later. It came down. It actually went negative on the trade for, 15, 20 seconds on this candle right here. But it bounced off the 20 back to the upside, did not get down to this level. This would have been my cut. If this thing reversed and closed below this level, I'm out of the trade. That is predefining your risk before you ever get into a trade. So I took it to the upside. Very, very nice play. There were some really, really incredible plays today in the market, folks. If you had some sort of a bias coming in that, I don't think it's going to do anything because it's the day before FOMC, rethink that and look back to the previous days before these big events and see what you see. Now, the day after FOMC, tomorrow, we all know what's going to happen tomorrow. At least we have a good idea. So at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, we're going to get the report. They've been meeting, FOMC meetings all day today. So they've been meeting, and then they're going to come out with a report tomorrow at 2 o'clock Eastern time. So generally speaking, what happens is the algos kick in and the market goes absolutely bananas. Now, if you find yourself on the right end, so the good side of the market, guess what? You're going to be in really, really, really good shape. Now, if you find yourself on the wrong end, so it goes against you, you're going to be in very, very bad shape very, very quickly. So I kind of have a thing where I don't like to trade that first few minutes, because you might get a candle that's $1.50, $2, and then immediately it reverses. So particularly, don't go chasing trades, folks. Do not chase trades. If your edge presents itself, after it's kind of settled down a little bit, put on the trade, but no edge, no trade. Now, at 2:30 tomorrow afternoon, Mr. Jerome Powell, J. Powell, he is going to make comments, and then he'll open himself up to questions and answers. He can say one single thing and the market can go absolutely bananas. So be careful in trading FOMC day, folks. And I've said it before. I said it last week for CPI. I would take 100 CPI days over an FOMC day every single day of the week. But anyway, that's how we did it today, folks. That's how we did it. Now, if you enjoy our videos, please go ahead and give us a like and a subscribe. Don't forget to turn on your notifications so you can be notified when we drop new content, which again is just about every day and sometimes on the weekend. Also, leave us a comment. We always appreciate the comments. And share it with your friends. That is greatly appreciated as well. Now, if you're interested in live daily trading, head on over to our live trading Discord. It's called Trading Decoded. The link for that is down below. Come check us out. There's absolutely no obligation on your part to join as a member. We're going to give you that first week for free. If you like it, we'd love to have you as a member. If you don't, if it's not for you, no harm, no foul. Continue coming back. We're going to do the update videos every day. We would greatly appreciate that, folks. And anyway, just come check us out. That's all we're asking. Now, if you are interested in learning about the 920 crossover strategy, head on over to 920trading.com. Everything about the strategy is there from A to Z. It's all lined out, folks. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars on some super secret plan that may or may not work for you. So at least go check it out. It takes a few minutes of your most precious commodity, which is your time. Also, while you're there, go ahead and sign up for our free weekly newsletter. There's no spam. We don't sell the list. We come out with a newsletter every single Saturday. I write those newsletters rather. The folks that get them, they really seem to find a lot of value in what we do. So that's how we did it today, folks. We appreciate you all very much. Thank you for spending your precious time with us on this pre-FOMC day. We're going to do it again tomorrow, folks. We're going to trade, and we are going to do an update video. So I hope everybody has a great rest of the day, and we will see you in the markets.